Are you like many others who want to start investing but have no idea where to start? I've been getting tons of questions from people asking where and how do I start in the markets? And this is very common. A lot of people actually end up never investing because of the simple fact they have no idea how to start. So in this video, I'll be shortening your learning curve so you have the right background to be able to invest in the stock market on your own. All right? I'll be going through what you must do before you begin investing, such as gaining the appropriate knowledge, opening your first investment account, such as what broker to use, and what type of account you should be opening. And lastly, if you stick around to the end of the video, I do have a bonus for you guys, one stock I've recently invested in. All right, so let's just get right into it. One of the most important things is not gaining knowledge, but gaining the right knowledge. All right, a lot of people just dive right into the markets and hope for the best. You know, they really have no idea what they're doing. They just hope the stock they buy goes up. And if it goes down, they just hold. This is like not knowing how to swim, but diving into a 20-foot deep lake with no life jacket, okay? There is a high probability of you not surviving. And this is actually how most people get killed in the markets, and then they lose motivation to ever learn because they believe it's a rigged game. Ever heard of that before? Because I know a lot of people have told me that before I started investing. When in fact, the stock market is available to directly make you rich. All right, but unfortunately, people don't see it that way. So how do we gain the right knowledge? All right, so we have two different options here. We have books and trusted resources. There's definitely a lot of nonsense out there with books that can be summed up in one page, fake gurus on the internet that charge you for the most basic information. However, it does not mean there aren't good resources out there, okay? There is still a lot. So to begin, what book should you read? There's definitely a lot of books I recommend, but if you have no prior knowledge of the stock market, one book I recommend everyone should read before beginning to invest is Stock Investing for Dummies. This was the first real book I read on stocks, and it helped me tremendously. It is only $30 on Amazon, and it is a great foundation for you to learn about the basics on how the market works. All right, they give you understanding of your financial goals and risk tolerance, what you should do before you start buying, how to pick the right stocks, different investment strategies, and do's and don'ts that beginner investors should certainly follow. So I do really recommend this book. Please don't be lazy. If you're serious about increasing your wealth, read this book. A lot of people want results with minimal effort, which is why they are where they are in their life. All right, it takes over 7 years to become a doctor. What makes you think it takes one day for you to become a successful investor? Okay, please put the work in. And I know a lot of people are against dummies books. I know I kind of was at the beginning because you might think it's silly or they are too smart for it. It's just a psychological thing when you see dummies on the front page of a book. But please suck up your pride and read it. It helped me immensely, and it will for you too. Obviously, this book won't give you all the answers. It won't change your life, but it will help you understand the basics, which are the building blocks that every investor needs. All right, so next up is the resources that you can trust. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot of fake gurus out there, but you can certainly learn from trusted resources completely free. All right, you don't have to pay anyone to learn anything. A lot of YouTubers out there with quality content, and whoever tells you to buy a course, join my team just to learn the basics of anything, definitely just wants your money, okay? So stay away from that. You could definitely use YouTube. A few channels I really recommend is Adam Koo. He is a certified billionaire, and I believe he is a genius in the markets. He does sell courses that is for more advanced teachings, but a lot of information he gives out is free, completely free, especially for beginners, which definitely helps you become a smarter investor, okay? Another channel on YouTube is Real Life Trading. They have a channel that has a whole series specifically for a new beginner investor, and it provides amazing information. Another channel is Valuetainment. This is a more entrepreneurial channel, but a lot of the information they put out can certainly help in regards to your financial future. And lastly, KCG Trades is an up-and-coming YouTube channel. I hear he's a great guy, and subscribe to him if you haven't already, okay? Lastly, we have Warren Buffett. He is an investing god. Anything he has ever put out, you should certainly read. You don't have read or watch. You should not follow him religiously, obviously, but read what he says to get in the right mindset of how you should be thinking as an investor. Okay, he knows how to invest in the markets. He has been doing it for many, many, many years successfully. So if we could just get in the right mindset as Warren Buffett, you'll automatically do well. And also, if you have any questions regarding the market, specific terms, or you're just confused, Investopedia.com is the go-to website. Yeah. Now that you are gaining the right knowledge, you maybe want to start investing. So how do you begin? All right, now you have to open an investing account with a brokerage. Okay, this can be a bank or an outside brokerage. Just make sure they are certified with the IIROC and obviously have good ratings. Usually people just open an account with their current bank, but believe me, there are better options out there. In Canada, there are quite a few brokers to choose from, and the two most popular are WealthSimple and Questrade. That offer great advantages, okay? But there are also other brokerages such as Qtrade, Interactive Brokers, TD Direct Investing, and CIBC Investors Edge. Obviously, at the end of the day, it is up to you on which broker to use, as each have their own pros and cons. But I would honestly not recommend a bank to use for investing, as they usually have the highest commissions, a lot of platform issues, and charge higher maintenance or account fees for smaller accounts. So I would recommend either WealthSimple or Questrade. The reason I don't recommend Qtrade or Interactive Brokers is honestly because I just don't have enough experience with them. They might be really good, but from what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, WealthSimple and Questrade are your two best options in Canada. Okay. So yeah, as a new beginner investor, either or is good for WealthSimple or Questrade. But I personally use Questrade, and the reasons I use Questrade over WealthSimple is because of a few reasons. Now, first, their platform. They have desktop and mobile access, which is great, while WealthSimple only has mobile access. Also, Questrade has a very nice charting platform that allows you to buy and sell directly from the chart, which benefits me because I am a chartist. I use technical analysis quite a bit. So to be able to just buy and sell directly from the platform is amazing. Next, you have the ability to open up many different accounts. WealthSimple just recently added in TFSA and RSP, so that's really good. However, I already made my Questrade account before this. All market data is available with Questrade. Obviously, you do have to pay fees for it, but it's important to a trader like me, not too much for a newer investor, so don't really worry about that. Questrade, there is no delay, so actually there is technically. With Questrade and WealthSimple, they both have a 15-minute delay from the markets. However, for a fee on Questrade, every month you can get real-time quotes for Questrade, and you could get reimbursed if you spend a certain amount on commissions per month, which I do, so I always have real-time data. And lastly, commissions are fair. WealthSimple actually has the advantage over Questrade here, as WealthSimple has free commissions, which is amazing. But since I believe it's the only real advantage it has over Questrade, I went with Questrade because I don't mind paying a little bit more just to get the better platform, right? And if you do end up choosing Questrade, please use my referral code in the description below, and you will personally get $25 Canadian to your account if you make one commissionable trade within 90 days. All right, you don't have to, but hey, free 25 bucks. Okay, perfect. So now that you've got your broker, it's time to decide what type of account should you open. Now, the three most common account types in Canada are TFSA, which is what I recommend for new investors, an RRSP, which is really good for retirement or if you're buying a house for the first time, and lastly, a non-registered account, which is margin or cash account. This is basically just a regular account that allows you to short sell or borrow money from the broker to increase your buying power. But for the purpose of this video, I will only be talking about a TFSA. All right, so TFSA stands for a tax-free savings account. The reason I recommend it is because, of course, it is tax-free. Any gains you make on it, you don't pay taxes. You keep all the profits. There is a limit on how much you can deposit per year, but it stacks up per year. So if you're eligible for 5K deposit this year, but don't deposit anything, next year you are eligible for another 5K. So the next year you are eligible to deposit 10K as it stacks up per year. But if you've never deposited in your whole life, you are eligible for the max amount, which I believe is something over $40,000. There's also no limit to the amount you can withdraw and no limit to the amount of times you withdraw. So if you ever need the cash, you can always get it back, which is a really good bonus because sometimes we do need the cash for some reason. And yeah, that's basically it. There you go. Once you have the knowledge and your account is open up, you are ready to go. So just a quick summary. Learn to swim before you jump in the lake. Never stop learning and learn from the pros so you can be like them. Pick a broker you trust, feel comfortable with. Open an account that fits your needs. And of course, enjoy the markets, okay? It is not your enemy. It is actually your friend, okay? People don't realize that. It is your friend. All right, and as promised, for sticking around to the end of the video, a bonus I have for you guys is one stock I've recently invested in, and it is Roku. Okay, I'm not going to get into it, but Roku is a stock I've recently invested in. And just a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I offering any financial advice. So please do your own due diligence before making any financial decisions. And that is pretty much it. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. It would truly mean the world to me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.